firstly, what are your emotions to draw that game in the dying moments of the match?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we played really well, to be honest, and so there was opportunities for us in the first half, and I think we probably could have gone in ahead at half time. So obviously a bit disappointing to go behind, given the nature of it, but I think we're capable of scoring goals against anyone, and I think we've proven that at the latter stages of the game. So important point for us, I think, and the players, really felt they could get something out of this game, and so I'm glad that we did.
And you spoke about it there, the players really feeling like they could get something out of it, and to feel like that against such a top team, against a City, that must give you so much belief in the team and in the team.
Yeah, I mean, I just said that before. The last 4 games, I think we've been excellent. One of those was Chelsea, obviously the Brighton game, and then Arsenal, and now this game. And so, those are 4 difficult teams to play against, and I think our performances have been excellent. And it was disappointing at the weekend, given where we were in the game, but it's a massive learning curve for us as a team, for the players to have a conversation about it, to make sure that those 6 minutes don't happen again. And obviously we wanted to put that right in this game, and I think the response after we conceded the goal sums up how committed and determined the team are to get points and to try and obviously go for winning games.
And the match winner, Manuela Pavi, was brilliant, injected a lot of energy. What does she bring to your team?
Yeah, what you said really. She's full of beans, and every day in training, every day in the building, and she's creative, clever. She's bold on the ball, and she can score like that. We've seen that a number of times, and just a credit to Rico with the build-up play with that as well, and how she set that opportunity up for Pavi to come into the box. And so I think, collectively, the way that they're working off each other, we've got a lot of good players in our forward line now, and that's been something we've tried to evolve so we can get goals from lots of different positions. And for her, it's a top finish as well. It's a top finish.
And then building on this point towards the end of the season, how much confidence does it give you?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a good place. Confidence, belief in the team is fantastic, and I've said before, they're a superb group of people that are really committed to the football club and to obviously doing everything we can for the fans, and that's coming out every single performance. We never say die, and we're going for everything towards the end of the game. And we almost got an equaliser against Arsenal at the weekend, just in the latter stages as well. So we obviously want to bring that every game, and I think as a team we know we are and what we're trying to do, and you can see that game on game now.
Thanks, Rehanne.
Thanks.
Hi, Rehanne. Thanks for speaking to us. I just wanted to ask you, obviously, about what's changed like over the course of the season. You've been playing so well recently, and yeah, I mean, for most of the season you've been playing well, but maybe you weren't getting that luck before that you're getting it now. Is it belief from the players?
I mean, yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say it's luck. It's more so that the players have worked incredibly hard, and everyone behind the scenes, consistency in training's gone up. The fact that we've got 3 additional senior players in January means that the standard of training is just gone through the roof. And that's because as a collective we're in a position where the squad depth is really strong, and it makes everybody more competitive. And we need that in this league, and I think that makes it harder for people to get in the team, which obviously has its pros and cons. It's difficult to give everyone playing minutes, but they all know what that means to the team to get on the pitch. So every time people get on the pitch, they give it everything, and that's been one of the big changes for us. I think the other part of it as well is just a time to build together as a group. Forward line is functioning to a really high level now, and that's taken a little bit of time for a lot of people from a lot of different nations to settle in, and the league is different, and so people need time to be able to figure out how they're going to work consistently in this league, because every single week you have got to give it everything to get points in this league. That's how hard it is. But now that they've adapted well, and I think that's probably the biggest part of it.
Brilliant. And I mean, I suppose to that point, Asai wasn't available today with suspension, and I think it was the players who came in for performed really well. I wanted to ask you about Anouk Denton. She was asked to quite a lot today. I think, did she start on the right midfield and then come back to right back later on?
We changed shape because we felt we could be more aggressive in the press quite early on in the game, and that then adjusted her position. So, but yeah, I mean, Anouk, obviously, as a player, has developed tremendously in the last season. From when I got here to where she is now, she's a different player, and I think that's a massive credit to her with how she's performing at England as well, in the 23s. So she's more than capable of playing as a left back, a wing back, And, you know, she's effective in the final third, so she causes people a lot of problems in wide areas. And so, you know, having that trust in her and the other members of the squad is so important, because it's what gives us the depth that helps us to manoeuvre things tactically when we need to try and get points out of games.
Brilliant. Thank you, Rehanne.
Thank
Thanks for your
you.
time.
Thank you
Thanks
guys.
so much.
Thanks a lot, George.